Hey guys, just wanted to put a quick video out there to say hi. We did it. We finished Rank 3 Dragon in the race. It was a lot of fun. I'm gonna have a video a little bit down the road that kind of does a more deep review of the run and talks about strategy and things like that. I need some time to put a script together for that and kind of go over some things so that I'm not just blabbing off the top of my mouth. But I did want to talk about a couple of things that are on my mind immediately after this league is over and kind of bring this to the forefront of the attention of people who are still listening to me. Jagex, you really screwed this up. This was not good, and I've got a lot to say. I've got a mouthful, so we're gonna start and rattle it all off. Here's Rod's ramble number one about leagues here, and then I'm gonna move on to actually teaching you stuff down the road next video. So we're gonna talk about a couple of things really. We're gonna talk primarily about bugs, and we're gonna talk about spoiler season. And it's not just in the context of the Dragon Race. I'm trying to consider really even the viewpoints of all players, be a little bit fairer to everybody, right? When I levy this criticism at Jagex. So we're gonna start with major bugs because this was egregious and unacceptable. There were many bugs in this league, and I'd never expected a perfect software release. I've worked in software development and managed software projects for multi-million-dollar companies for many years. I understand how that shit works. I'm not stupid, guys. Like, I'm not here to act like an idiot and tell you guys that you're incompetent at doing your jobs, but let's be honest, guys. Experience multipliers were applied to the wrong tiers in multiple places. Major arena spells, which were a key core early game pack task, crashed the game. King's Ransom, a key quest in the Kandarin area, was uncompleted after being auto-completed for many years with no issues. Suddenly the Abyss wasn't working. People could be assigned Earth Warriors as a Slayer task, which would brick their account and make them unable to train Slayer until Jagex fixed the bug later on. And finally, probably the most egregious of them all, superior Slayer monsters for the first about 20 hours of the league had a 100% respawn rate with Culling Spree in the Wilderness, and you would just endlessly kill superiors for Slayer. I mean, all of these bugs were incredibly gameplay breaking, like route altering kind of bugs for my race personally, but like are all things that like people planned around or thought about and like thought would work. Like it just, like all these things seem like incredibly frustrating to people. That everyone I've spoken to was incredibly like all of these particular bugs came back out of all the people in the Dragon Rush community and players in general. Like right like. Not just Dragon Rush players, anyone could have been affected by that Earth Warriors bug, and your whole account was bricked until Jagex fixed it. Like, major arena spells crashing, like, now you can't unlock your packs, you can't progress your build. Your early game build is, like, locked out, you don't have any other, all you can do is kill Chaos War. If there's nothing else you can do at low levels in the Wilderness, like, how is that fair to anyone? Like, it seems like nobody tested anything for this league, and it's really, really, really disappointing to see because what have we gotten? All we've gotten the last 8 months is sailing updates. Like, all we got is sailing and sailing bug fixes and sailing updates. So who was testing leagues? What are we doing? This is just scratching the surface, okay? This is just scratching the surface of the bug list. Jagex, you need to do a better job. This is unacceptable. To all players, I'm not trying to be facetious or be a dick, but this is unacceptable to the player base. It's not fair to them. You have to test this stuff better than this. It's okay that some bugs get it. It's okay like a clue scroll is like, oh, there's a Varrock step, whatever. That's not earth shattering. People not being able to train Slayer is earth shattering. You need to have better testing for this. This is unacceptable. That's all I'll talk about with bugs, because I don't want to have a circular argument with myself on camera. We're going to move into spoiler season, and I have a couple of sub-points under spoiler season that I'd like to talk about. And I'm not holding people like Sarni and Mod2 accountable for this. It's not necessarily their fault, right? Someone made a decision that this is when we should do spoiler season, this is how we should do reveals, and also decided that this should all happen around the time that these key resources, Sarni and Tomb, were unavailable to answer questions about a very complex system that was being introduced to players that were playing a very simple point-and-click game. And a lot of common questions that players want answered that typically like Jagex is good on engagement with and has been the last few years. Mod Arcane did a fantastic job when he was involved. Like, all of that fell to the wayside. And and Mod Husky picked up a lot of slack. Credit to him. He was answering a lot of questions and effectively acting as a CM for Jagex because they did not provide CM support for leagues because Sarny was moving house. Not Sarny's fault that he's moving house. Management's fault at Jagex for not having a resource in place to cover for Sarny and liaison with the community. Nobody was talking to us but Husky, and that guy deserves some freaking credit for that. So you know what? Like, get your shit together, Jagex. What the hell are you guys doing over there? It's killing me. The pact system. We're going to talk about the pact system. This was your linchpin key. Like, this is the super cool new shit we're going to do, and you milked this for it for weeks. And it's super complex. It's complicated. It's different. Like, it's not like PoE levels of complicated. We've seen their trees. They're freaking massive. But for a point-and-click game where you typically put 6 to 10 points into combat stuff or something like that, all of a sudden now you got 40 points on 140 nodes. That's a lot of cranium you got to use to analyze all of that. The average player doesn't want to have to go through that level of effort, and they certainly don't want to do it in a very short period of time. They're always going to make a poor decision if they don't have that much time. People have responsibilities. People have shit to do. Like, they don't have, like I had the luxury of having time and having a lot of friends who had time and have experience that we could parse a tree and make some good decisions. But I felt like, as we were doing this, I kept telling my friends, I feel terrible for new players or like casual players who like aren't looking at this and they're going to be hit by it like a ton of bricks on day one. This needed to be revealed sooner so that people could digest it and people could form strategies and new players would have a path and they wouldn't get so screwed over by not having a reset at the start. Again, giving them a free reset is fine at the start. I think it was probably the right thing to do just to give people like a safety net. But like, you could have fixed all this by just simply giving people the information just a little bit sooner so they would have had more to chew on. It's a lot of info. This is different than giving us like a relic a day, man. This is an 140 node tree. And you thought everybody could digest it in like 3-4 days? Like, come on. Like, that's not fair to anyone. It's not fair to casual players. It's not fair to competitive players. It's not fair to anyone. You squandered something that could have been really good by having a bunch of bugs and doing a really bad job with the reveals, and you got to do better next time. You got to do better with Raids 4. You really do. That's my ramble. Look forward to, in the future, a video that explains my routing, some reflections, a discussion about the Thamron incident, amongst other things, and, my thoughts on the actual race itself, because I think that video will be more fun and will definitely be more light-noted than this one. But, man, I just had to get this off my chest, Jagex. You really pissed me off with this league, man. Disappointed. We'll see you guys next time.